Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, lovely morning to everyone on the call. And we have come to the last national CDS meeting for the year 2024. Big thank you to everyone who has made our time to be here. Um, I know we are joining from different states. I would want us to actually represent our state. Yes, represent our state. Please just tell us where you're joining from. Thank you, Precious. You're joining from Kano. David is joining from Kaduna. Can we have more persons representing their state? Where are you joining from? Let's know where you're joining from so we know. Oh, yeah, we have people joining from Katsina too. Let's have more. Let's have more. Where are you joining us from? Let's know where you're joining us from. Ekiti, right. Thank you. Abuja, Abuja, Abuja. Beautiful. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Just rep your state where you're joining us from. Makes more sense. Beautiful. We have Oyo here. We have Bauchi. We have. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know we are far behind time, and apologies for starting late, but I want to see how much of the states have represented here. So from my radar here, I can see Bauchi. I can't see Lagos. I can't find Lagos here. I have Kano. I have Bauchi. I have Nasarawa. I can't find Rivers here too. I also can't find Benue State here, right? Please tag them wherever you are. FCT is represented here. All right, we have FCT, we have Kano, Kaduna, we have more states joining, guys. I think we are more than these. We want to show the states, we want to show everybody that we are more than what we are here. Can we take it up? Can we take it up? Can we tell our guys that we're here? We need them to all be on board because today's session is about you. Please just state that to yourself that today's session is about you. It's not about me, it's not about anybody, it's about you. We need to know where we are joining from. I believe the national president is also here on the call, right? Because we'll be calling him forth to moderate the session. To moderate the session. So very soon, we're going to be starting very, very soon. Promise today is not going to be very, very long, but it's going to be impactful. You know, one thing I've understood is people's stories also elevate our passion for whatever we do. So today we are more of success stories. Today we are more of you sharing what you have gone through, what you have passed through during the course of the year. Anambra is also represented here. Beautiful. Welcome, 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 welcome. Bauchi State. Guys, where is Lagos State? Guys, where is Benue State? Rivers. Where is Anambra? Okay, Anambra is here. Where is Enugu? We have more states that are not here. Let's get to their DMs. Presidents get to your DMs. ESCOs get to your DMs. Let's tell them the national CDS meeting has started. Thank you, thank you. Rivers, Abuja. Thank you. Represent your states. Let's know where you're coming from. Without further ado, we are going to be starting with the NYSC anthem. The NYSC anthem. The NYSC anthem. Right? So, I beg of all of the representatives from all of the states to unmute their mic as we sing the NYSC anthem together. The NYSC. You can also on your camera. It will be beautiful for us to see your faces to know if you can sing the national the NYSC anthem. Let's know if you've forgotten it. All right. If you're ready, I'm ready. At the count of three, we sing it together. 1, 2, 3, go.
Youth obey the clarion call. Let us lead our nation high, under the sun or in the rain. with dedication and selflessness. Nigeria's ours, Nigeria, we say.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Without further ado, we're also going to take the national prayer, which talks about the second stanza of the old national anthem. I hope you remember that. O God of creation, right? So it's the national prayer. I think we can take that together. If you're ready, I'm ready. Right? One, two, go. O God of
O
creation.
God of creation, right,
and
and
noble
noble
cause,
cause,
guide our leaders
guide
right,
our leaders,
Help our
help our
youth.
youth
help
the
us
truth to know,
to know, in love and honesty
the
to
love
grow,
and honesty to grow, great lofty height attained,
to build a nation where peace and justice
where
reign.
peace and justice shall.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Once again, I welcome you to the last national CDS meeting of Digital Onboarders CDS, and so many projects within all what we do. We do on the job, we do GMB, we do digital literacy, we do school adoption, we also do DL for all. Digital Onboarders CDS is so much project based. We are not one-sided. And what is the mission is to ensure that everyone make the most use of their service here. And the vision is to be the best CDS, the best CDS, best CDS. And I believe from the success stories we're going to be hearing today, we're going to be hearing so much amazing stories, experience from so many people cut across this country, cut across the CDS. We are presently in 25 states. 25 states. Digital Onboarders CDS is functioning in more than 25 states in the country. And you are lucky to be part of those states that the CDS is existing. We are not going to be wasting our time again, and we are going to be calling the president of presidents in person of Joshua Dakim to take over the stage as he moderates the session. I believe Joshua Dakim is going to start with his own success story as the national president, and we're going to get feedback from other presidents and to tell us how their CDS has impacted them, how their storyline has impacted them. One thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going on social media, and to be precise, X or LinkedIn, to tell about our story and tag Digital Onboarders CDS, tag the hashtags has already been there. I think Joshua Dakim and Mercy, Miss Mercy will be posting it to the group, and we'll have it all onboarded here. And Mr. Bukumi will also help us post it to the chat group so we can also make it. We're going to do it together. We're going to be doing it together. We're going to be making the posts together. Every one of us will be doing it. Your success story. It could be just 3 lines, it could be 5 lines, but we want the world to know that you're doing something. Yes, thank you for the hashtag. MindtheGap, Digital Onboarders CDS, Digital Literacy, Digital DL for All, CDS Impacts, NYSC Nationwide, and my NYSC stories. Right? And that is what we're going to be doing. Without wasting much of our time, please, if your keypad are not busy, please can we make welcome the national CDS president in person of Mr. Joshua Dakim from Katsina, as he starts with his own success story, and also welcome other presidents to give us their success story. Mr. Joshua Dakim, the stage is yours. You are welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mariowa. Good morning, everybody. I'm very, very excited to be on this call this beautiful morning. First of all, my name is Joshua Dakim Solomon, and I am the president of Katsina State CDS, Digital Onboarders CDS Group. And then personally, just okay.
To speak, but we lost you there. We lost you there. I believe he has a whole lot of impact story to tell, but the network is not friendly to him as we speak. I know while we still wait for Mr. Joshua Dakim to come up, we have in the chat box here, we have the representative from Ogun State. We have also from Katsina, which he was talking. We also have them from FCT. We have also from Lagos. We have also from Rivers. But I think we're going to go straight to the Ogun State representative. Ogun State representative in person of Toby Abidoye. Toby Abidoye. Please, if you're ready, the stage is yours. If your state is not ably represented here, please reach out to your president and collect the live stream to the studio, and you come to the backstage and represent your state. We still have states like Bauchi not represented at the backstage. Abuja is not represented at the backstage. We don't have Ekiti also represented at the backstage. We don't have Nasarawa also represented at the backstage. We also need people all the way from Kano to also represent your state at the backstage. Rivers also, we need you to represent from the backstage too. And other states that are not being mentioned here, yes, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, all needs to be presented at the backstage. But while we wait for you to join from the backstage, we are going to welcome the Ogun State representative in person of Toby. Please, the stage is yours.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Yes, please. We need you to on your camera so we can see your face, Mr. Toby.
Okay.
Thank you. Over to you.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Toby Abidoye. I'm the president of Digital Onboarders here in Ogun State, Ottawa, Ogun State. And our success story, starting for just a review of the year when I became the president of the Digital Onboarders. We started firstly with understanding the mission and the vision of what MindtheGap, Digital Onboarders, and digital literacy was all about. And firstly, what I was able to achieve, or what we are able to achieve together here in Ogun State, was the corpers in the community. In our CDS, we are able to onboard them into digital skill, separate individual passion and interest. For example, people that want to be a front-end developer, back-end developer, graphic design, video editing, and cybersecurity. So we could be able to we had a time where we had to teach people during CDS, this particular skill, front end. We have people that are very good with front end, and they were able to do that very well. And we have people that presently we are working on projects at the moment. And one other thing we did was the skills we have learned, what we have been able to gather within ourselves, like onboarding core members that are not well digitalized or that does not have these digital skills. We now went out to a school called Igamonde in Ottawa, Ogun State. We went there to teach the students, to educate the students. That's what we call the school outreach and school adoption, which we are able to do successfully. And we have so many pictures shared around. And the school was very grateful about that. And the third thing we were able to do was the Google My Business, in which we have not really gone for the outreach, but we have to educate everybody in the CDS about Google My Business, how to go about it. Then we go out to launch and teach even business women, business people, market women, and every person about how to onboard themselves on Google and how to have their business registered online, and it can be seen on Google. So that was just a little recap of let me say the few months I was as the president and what we are able to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toby. I like the fact where you started with the mission and what MindtheGap is about. MindtheGap is the mother body for Digital Onboarders CDS, and this has been working and has been existing for the past 15 years. You could know that, and you could agree with me that this is not something we're just starting from now. We are big on youth inclusion. We are big on youth community development service. We're youth on your unique ability in your unique way. We believe that there is no two-person that is like you, and we believe that your capacity is one that stands out than every other person. So we believe in that, and we believe in what you can also give to your society, not just receiving from your society. And that is why we believe in the unique ability for every youth, every person, every individual in their community. Ladies and gentlemen, please can you just repeat after me? Myself, I am a unique person. Without me seeing you, just tell yourself that you are a unique person. You need to stand out in all you do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are also going to be welcoming Joshua this time, and we believe his network is stable this time. Mr. Joshua Dakim, we say you're welcome. Can you share your success story and what your year has been while you were in MindtheGap and you are still the national president? Has been the experience? Tell us your impact story. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Mayowa. And I still apologize for my network once again. So, yeah, so the journey here in Katsina State has been fun. I think this, for the month of November, it has been a very active month for us. And over from beginning of the year, but then particularly up to the month of November, in fact, we did amazing projects here in Katsina State. We did our pilot program, our school adoption pilot program at Pilot Government Secondary School. Literally, the name of the school is Pilot Government Secondary School, whereby we were able to onboard or to talk to students about, to give them digital literacy, just the digital literacy outreach to that secondary school. And as a matter of fact, we were able to coordinate ourselves and we were able to work with virtually everybody within the CDS, and we were able to impact at least 500 students in that school. It's actually a government school, so they have quite a number of students in that school. And then the most interesting part of it is that we targeted ladies. So mostly the female students, over 65% of the students that we're able to impact were actually female students. And we shared a lot of digital materials with the students alongside with books for personal development and leadership. Those are some of the things, and as a matter of fact, it's part of our cardinal part of the CDS, which is leadership among young students. Now, aside from that, we also had the opportunity to host the inaugural hackathon project here in Katsina State, also at Muhammadu Buhari Institute of Meteorological Institute of Science and Technology, whereby we were able to coordinate and we were able to bring together over 170 people, impacted them. In fact, we are privileged to have the CEO of MindtheGap being one of our speakers, which is in the person of Mr. Tayo. He was part of one of our speakers at the event where we were able to host at least 170 people, giving them digital literacy and sharing courses to them. And of course, we were able to see people build solutions with little AI tools on that day. Yes, those are some of the amazing things that we were able to do in Digital Onboarders CDS. But aside from Digital Onboarders CDS, here in Katsina State, being the national president, it also gives me the opportunity to be able to coordinate people and also build a community to manage a national community of a great CDS. And of course, it has built my network, not only network also, it has helped me to have a good number of professionals that I can be able to collaborate with in future projects. So that has been my year in Digital Onboarders CDS. And trust me, the year has been really, really active, and the year has been really, really impactful. And I do not take this CDS for granted. And it's indeed a privilege for me to be part of this great community. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Mayowa.
Yes, yeah, Joshua Dakim. Thank you so much for that impact. I love the fact where you said you impacted over 500 ladies, girls. And one thing you could pick out from there is gender inclusion. So we are not segregating who we impacting. Everyone is our audience. Everyone is an audience. Both the children, both the youth, both the young adults, both the old persons. We are all doing what we call inclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting another success story from Salome. Salome Tesado. Salome Tesado. If you're ready, we are ready. But while Salome is still getting ready to speak and give us her success story, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to start crafting your success story. That success story, that thing you couldn't do before now, right? That thing you learned in the course of your service here, that thing that has stood out for you when you joined the Digital Onboarders CDS, the thing that will made you join Digital Onboarders CDS. Just start crafting it down, start looking at it, because we are all going to be sharing our success story. We just want to get a glimpse of what these individuals representing our state have learned, and also review what we have done for the whole year. Salome, if you're ready for us, we have you on board. Over to you, Salome. All right, if Salome is not ready, can we have Moses go up on board? Moses, right? Your success story. We're still waiting for the rest of the state. Please reach out to your president so they can join us at the backstage to give us their success story. All right, Moses from Katsina State is also ready to give us his own success story. Moses, I think you should be able to remove your earpiece. Your earpiece making some noise.
Okay.
Can you speak out now?
Good morning, everyone.
All right, go ahead, Moses. Good morning.
I'm so happy to be here today. The CDS have been a great one. I'm one of the Digital Onboarder CDS from Katsina, and as our president has said, we have done a lot of projects in the past few months, and we just concluded our hackathon program that was on Thursday. I happened to be posted at the local government in Katsina, but due to health issues, I have to come back. Sorry, I don't know if I'm still on here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Go ahead, please. We can hear you.
So due to health issues, I had to move back to the state's capital, and when I went there, I was posted to NEMA for my CDS, and I asked a question there. I said I wanted something digital inclined, and the CLO was like, okay, that the only thing they have digitally inclined is the digital onboarders. I was like, okay, no problem. And when I went for their first meeting, I was motivated at that instance. I'm a forex trader, a UI UX designer, and I've not been having this more of a motivation. But after my participation, from the very first day I stepped into the Digital Onboarder CDS, I was motivated big time. And in the course of time, we were working together, and we are, like our president said, we have onboarded at least more than 500 youths in Katsina assistance now. We also carried out our Google My Business project underground, and by next year we'll be going full time. And we started with corpers and more of the Katsina community, and we have been working on that. And we are proudly saying that the host community are very happy with our project. I can attest to that because um, I was opportune to be the MC at the hackathon program on Thursday, and
I think we can hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. You can start from you were opportune to be an MC
Okay,
at an
I was
event, right?
opportune. Yes, our hackathon event that was hosted last Thursday. If you go online on X, on Facebook, on Instagram, you see them on all social medias of CDS in Katsina. While we were discussing with some members of
Moses, I think we can still hear you. Your network is fluctuating. Probably you could speak to the mic.
okay. So what about now, sir?
Yes, we can hear you now.
So some of them told us that if not that day, many of them are not very aware of the incidents of spamming and phishing and all of that. So we had a lot of reviews from the host community telling us that they learned a lot and our project has really impacted more in their lives. And many of them were they started they started the journey of digital literacy from that very day. So I won't lie, and on a very sincere note, the CDS has really impacted a lot in my life in this year, and I can say this is one of the best thing I've achieved this year. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Moses from Katsina. I like the fact where he spoke about he got gingered from the first day. He got himself encouraged and motivated from the first day he came to the CDS. And we believe that should be the same case for everybody. We're not just here to tell you about it, but we're also here to show you the way. It is very important that you hold hold the bull by the horn. It is very important that you don't just pass through the CDS, you also impact in the CDS. I like your success story because you only didn't just come into the CDS, you also impacted. Over 500 youths in Katsina has been impacted. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your own success story? Are you just there? Do it afraid and do it feeling. And that is where you start from. That was the pick of what I got from Moses' story. Thank you so much, Moses. That is a very good one. All right. On to the next one. We have Daniel T. Ojoka. Daniel T. Ojoka. Please, the stage is yours. Give us your own success story while we get ready to do a social media blast after the last two success stories we'll be having. If Daniel's T. Ojoka is ready, the stage is yours. If Daniel is not ready, can we have the next person, please? Hello.
All right, good morning.
If Daniel is not ready, please, can we have the next state? If your state has not been represented here, please, we need you to get the link. The link has been sent. So we have, Sonia John from Abuja. If you're ready, please, let's have you on board. Give us your success story and tell us how much CDS that has impacted in you, what your success story is, and how your journey for the last 1 year, 6 months, 7 months has been. If you're ready, the stage is yours. So we are yet to have Kano on board, Benue, Bauchi, Nasarawa, Anambra, Lagos State, Ekiti State. We're yet to have your success story. And I think Sonia John is from FCT. Let's have you on board. Sonia, you can help us unmute your mic and also your camera so we could see your face. And the stage is
Good
yours.
morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me, sir.
Yes, we can hear you, but you could be little bit audible and you can help us with your camera. Yeah.
No, sir.
Yes, it's better. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is
Good
Sonia. I'm
morning,
calling in from
Sonia.
FCT. Yes. It's a pleasure being here. So basically, today is we're going to be talking about our success story. I think the first thing I want to say is I got into the CDS basically from camp, most like everyone here. And what really drew me in was the fact that during the debates, there were more outspoken speakers there because that's something I've always wanted to work on, right? So me joining the CDS, I've met very incredible people in the CDS, people that aside from the CDS, because here in FCT, we do more of say online meetings, coupled with the physical meetings, the outreaches. So aside from this individual joining in on those online meetings, they've actually hosted theirs, and me joining such programs have actually helped me grow. I remember one of them, Jerry, he would always push me to say something on the call, and I must say I'm really grateful to them. So part of my success story is me actually being even able to speak to you right now. And one of the highlights for me during the year has been the outreaches. Here in FCT, we had outreaches in early year primary school to say. We've also had another one in Gosa. So during the times whereby we went for those outreaches, especially the one in Say Do Say, when we went there, we had the team I was part of. We made stickers, and when we got there, we shared ourselves into the different arms. So you are seeing core members teaching these students about being safe online. Even the core members even speaking, and I'm like, thrilled. This is a core member, not even an NYSC staff or someone speaking to them. So just that to me is impact on its own, because I could see the excitement on the children's face when it was time for us to go. When we're departing the classes, you could see such excitement. They followed us down to the administrative blocks. They were there, and even the comment from the principal, you know that okay, this is not just some sort of random talk we came here to give, because you could see that in the response from the principal. Also, when we went for the early for the GOSA outreach, aside from the core members of the CD has been shared into the respective classes, some of us also went to speak to the staff at the staff rooms. From there, we taught them how to turn on their verifications, because we know that mostly, let me say, tech inclination is mostly adapted by, say, the younger generations. So most of these older generations, they may fall prey to this scam online. They're not being careful. One of us, when we're even talking to the staff there, she said that her father, they've like hacked his phone almost like 6 times, because someone would just call him. The man is always busy. They'll say, give me this social code that landed on your phone, and the man will give it out. And he does not know that, oh, through that way they can always hack his phone. So at least we're able to talk to them, educate them on what to do, how to turn on additional verifications for some of their apps, so that they can also be safe online. So I would say me being part of the CDS, the little ones I can also go for, add myself into. I learn from myself. I learn from the people I work with. I also learn from the people we interact with on a daily basis. And I want to say thank you for this opportunity. And yeah, over to you, Mr. Mayowa.
Sonia, thank you, thank you, thank you. I like the fact that you joined the CDS basically, firstly, because you saw so many outspoken individuals from the debate. I can remember the first day I saw you in camp. I saw how your face was, But I love the fact that you didn't settle for less. And right now, I could beat my chest to say Sonia is a protege and someone who can stand in front of so much crowd and talk to them and impact in lives. And we want to say thank you for all you do for Digital Onboarders CDS from the FCT branch. We say thank you. To all of the speakers that have spoken ahead, we say thank you for all the impact. This is not the end of it. Still stay in our network. Our network is one which I believe every one of us is useful. From the CDS, from being an ex-Digital Onboarders CDS member, we jump into being a generation leaders. What we do now is we get you to come mentor other persons that are also going to be core members. So when you're passing out, there is a platform for you already, which we call generation leaders. So one thing we are big on in MindtheGap is intergenerational exchange. So you're passing out, you're coming back to give to other persons. And that is why we have a program which is called Deep. It's going to be starting fully in January. For everyone who wants to be a facilitator, you're a professional in any space, please reach out to any of your president and the national president, because we have you and we need you to come up on board to mentor on those people that have no career, that have no profession they want to venture into. You never can tell. You will be a blessing to some other person. And it is a free course, free for everyone who is a member of Digital Onboarders CDS. Don't forget, we are not only telling you to be skillful, we are also training you to be skillful. Next on board, we have Yakubu. Yakubu also. Can we have Yakubu from Katsina State share his or her? Her. Yes, her success story. Yakubu, the space is yours. Over to
Good
you.
morning, everybody. My name is Gabriel Yakubu, and I am the General Secretary from Katsina State. Our president and Moses have shared a general success story for our CDS group, and I would like to share something very personal. I got to hear about Digital Onboarders from CAM. I participated in MindtheGap debate competition in February, and our platoon came second. So after my participation in the debate, I was interested in the CDS. We came for CDS, started, and one of the things that we usually do in CDS is we deal with our personal development first, and then how we can reach out to our communities. So we shared a link to a course, Fundamentals of Digital Marketing, and our president encouraged that all of us take the course. It was compulsory for everybody on the group to take the course. And we had things like learning how to put our CV. So after the course, we all uploaded our CVs, upgraded it, and included the certification from the course. So at my primary phase of assignment,
All right,
I just
can
told
you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear
We
you.
lost you there. Yes, we lost
Okay.
you. We lost you. We lost you. Can you start afresh? Can you start afresh and straight to the point? Thank you.
Okay. At my primary phase of assignment, I told my
Her network is
digital.
really faulty. Could you be stable one place so your network doesn't? Yeah, I think it's better now. No, don't move again
Okay.
so your network don't shake.
Okay.
Yes, I think it's better this way. So go ahead now.
At my primary phase of assignment, I told my boss that in our CDS group, we took a course on digital marketing. I encouraged him to onboard his business online. And then in this month, he told me about a project that they were doing, Digital Development Hub, where they wanted to train people in Katsina on digital skills. And because I told him about it and I took this course because of my CDS group, he made me a facilitator. I submitted my CV and we already started teaching people. So I have like a job right now in Katsina that I'm already doing, and it's going to last until March. So yes, for me, this CDS group has developed me personally, and it has given me a lot of opportunities, which is one that I just stated right now. There's so much more to say, and I'm really glad that I'm a member of Digital Onboarders CDS group. Thank you.
I am really, really glad that right now you already have a job. Like literally, you have a job because you were part of Digital Onboarders CDS, and you also partook in the training that was also given out for free. And that is one thing that we really, really are big on. We don't want you to be be found outside without the skill that can put food on your table. And that is why we do a program before you go out from the CDS, which we call Good to Go program. And the Good to Go program is big on you either starting a business, furthering your education, or getting a job. And if you look deep into all the curriculum of what we do in Digital Onboarders CDS, this is the end goal. That it is so going to be that before the end of your service year, you're already a hot cake. And thank you so much for that success story. We're going to go on to the next person. We have Panshak here. If Panshak is ready, we have Panshak. If Panshak is not ready, we can have Christopher. If Christopher is not ready, all right, we have Umoru. Umoru from Kano. Umoru. All right, we'll just go straight into the point. Yes, you give us your success story. And after the last three persons that we're going to be having now, before we have subsequent more people coming up on board, we're going to be going deep. Everyone, please, if you're not yet on X or LinkedIn, please create an account because we want to do something unique today on X, right? So pen down the hashtags and let us get ready. Over to you, Umoru from Kano. Oh, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. We can still hear you, sir. We can still hear you. Probably there's an application on your phone that is making use of your mic. It could be your Instagram, it could be your WhatsApp, it could be one of your platforms, right? Okay, while he's still, can you speak, please?
Hey. Am I audible now?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay,
we can hear you. Over to you, sir.
It's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm Umoru Sibime and I'm from batch A2. So I got to learn about the CDS from camp also, but I got to know about it through the debate because I didn't really go through the onboarding in camp. I just came across it during the debate competition. So later on, after camp, I had to contact one or two to be able to know where they do the CDS meetings. So I think the impact that these CDS have created to me has been very, very profound and very, very direct. Because first of all, even the place we do the CDS meetings, which is American Space, which I am here right now, the place is a very nice place, very nice environment because it's called the State Library, right? And the State Library, they have several spaces. They even have some tech hubs that are located in the State Library. So due to that, I was able to attach myself to one of his tech hubs here, which is STEM Labs. And I was now able to learn a digital skill. So what I was able to learn was UI UX design in the library here. And one beautiful thing I also loved was that in the state library, there's also an e-library. And that e-library, they have desktop. Because when I was learning UI UX, I had issues with laptop. I didn't even have, my laptop was not able to carry the system. So most times I just come to the e-library, use the desktop, and I was able to learn skill before I was able to even get my own I got another laptop which I'm using right now. So, in fact, to be honest, if not for this CDS, I don't think I would have been able to really learn or get access to the opportunities, to the environment, to even learn what I was able to learn during my service year. And I was also thankful to the community around because I was able to network with different persons, also other core members that enabled me to have access to several opportunities. Let me give you an example. Last October, a member of my CDS sent me an event link to a Web3, a Solana Web3 event. And some of our members went there, even the former president, he went, and some other persons. So went there. And because I went to that event, I was able to connect with some persons in the Web3 space, which enabled me that I was able to, we started working on projects. In fact, there are two projects I'm working on that I was able to access just because I got access to that event. So if not that, my fellow CDS members sent me the access to those events, I would have not been able to even start working on all those stuff. So one thing I would advise is that you should not underestimate the power of community. When you have community, you are able to be able to access opportunities everywhere. If you are just working in isolation, you will get. If I was say, okay, in camp, let me not just do anything, let me just stay at home, I would have not been able to really develop myself like that. Because when you start seeing other persons doing things, when you start seeing other persons doing other stuff, all those things tend to be a motivation to help you to learn, to help to do things. And even now, safe, even now, I'm really happy to the school because also I'm part of the school, the project manager for my CDS. I'm also thankful to the other schools because we are able to collaborate with different things. We have many things in store for our members, and we know that if our members really tap into all these opportunities, there's no way that you tell me that after one full year of service, you cannot do something tangible because it's during your service year that you figure things out. It's not like after service year you start figuring things out. It doesn't really makes much sense right now, to be honest. So I really appreciate this days. It has really been much of an impact on me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's your audacity for me. He said, "There's no way you will tell me that you don't have a job." I like that word. There's no way you can tell me you don't have a job if you know the use of a community. And one of the big things we are big on is the community. The community we have is extended. We are the only CDS that has national CDS all across the world, all across in NYSC. We are the only CDS that have national ESCOs meetings every third Sundays with the executive director of MindtheGap. We are the only CDS that have national president's meetings every Sunday. If your president has not been attending meetings and be giving you updates, ask your president, what have you been doing? We have every Sunday 8:30 to 9:30 we have meetings with all of the presidents because we are big on inclusion. We're big on your impact. We're big on the community. I like the word when he said he didn't do much in the camp, but after the camp he inquired and knew about Digital Onboarders CDS. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are getting motivated and hope you're also already writing down your success stories because we are going to bombard X right now and we must train. We must train. Before that, we're going to be having Panshak all the way from Nasarawa. His success story. Panshak from Nasarawa State. Over to you.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and thank you once again for the privilege. So, I got to know about MindtheGap when I was actually in camp. I was one of those who participated in a debate, and all glory to God, my team won. So, one of the first things I would say is it's not just for me personally, but on camp, I saw the change that happened after the debate happened. So camp is usually perceived to be a social gathering in quotes, and it's like you're done with academics, you're done with anything that has to do with you doing something serious with life and career, so people set it aside. But when the MindtheGap debate came and people were able to reach back into their, let me use the word, academic archives, and then begin to show what they could do or show the reason why they are graduates, I saw the spore that was within the core members in camp. So people, down to the next debate that we had, which was in-house, people were actually excited to see what was going on. And really, it just really goes to show that if you could show people the importance and the use of education and reward it openly as much as you do other things, then people will be spurred to go back to the roots of education. So personally, meeting or encountering MindtheGap in camp was an eye-opener for me. And then when I got to my place of permanent assignment, it opened my eyes to an extent to get to connect to people within Nasarawa State. So Nasarawa State is quite virgin to digital literacy. And when I arrived, it took me about 3 or 4 months to locate the one of the thriving hubs that were there. But after locating it with my CDS, we've been able to establish a relationship. And then personally, in my area of expertise, I'm currently hosting a boot camp, right, for people within Nasarawa State. It's actually a virtual boot camp, right? And it's all due to the collaboration and partnership that we got with the hub through MindtheGap. And then we've been having a couple of events. I got to be a speaker at some of their events. Personally, I wouldn't say that I actually came with my skill to MindtheGap, but MindtheGap personally really opened it up, really gave me a leverage. I've had a couple of speaking engagements because that's the area I love to engage in, public speaking. And MindtheGap has given me the platform to do that through my CDS, right? We've been able to build and work on projects that is something I can add to my CV. Personally, when we suggested that we have a copper, or shall I say corp member boot camp within Nasarawa State, we had about, I think, about 30 participants. We had 6 tracks, and I was the project manager for the entire thing. So you can see how that adds to my CV as a person, how that will now go on to reflect my skills and my dexterity when it comes to managing what projects given to me. So that's what MindtheGap has done for me. MindtheGap has helped me be better at social interaction with my CDS members, communication, collaboration. These are basically soft skills that MindtheGap has actually helped me to build. And importantly, it has also helped me to mentor and adopt students, right? So rather than just focusing on what MindtheGap has done for me, I'll focus on the opportunity that's opened up to me to also mentor and share what I have. So through the MindtheGap, I was able to also distribute what I have to contribute my quota to building digital literacy in Nigeria. I spoke about the bootcamp we're doing, and hopefully we are also working on other projects to see how we can widen the scope of what we call of digital literacy, which is one of the core skills and the core tenets that MindtheGap is built on. So these are the kind of things that MindtheGap opens you up to. For those who are not skilled, you can please do well to focus much. And then this is actually a task to the CDS president to also look a lot at making it centered on building the core members. Because when I was speaking to my president, I told him that I don't want our CDS members to just come and leave. I want our CDS members at the end of the day to have what they can actually take home, something they can add to their CV. That's what we promise core members. That's what has happened to me, and we believe that that's what will happen to new core members that join the CDS. Thank you.
Thank you, Panshak. Thank you. Now, one thing I picked out from what you said is you made up your mind before coming to the CDS, even if you bragged about you guys taking first in the camp, right? I know when you take the debates and you take the first, yeah, you guys just brag about it, yeah. And I believe that
I had to,
that's
sir.
also one of the things that motivated you. Yeah, that's very beautiful. Thank you so much for all the impacts you've made. And please, all of this success story, guys, please don't leave our network. We need you to impact more in lives. And that is why we are having new core members coming in. Whatever skill you have, please bring it up on board. Be a facilitator. Mentor other persons. Join the generation leaders. It is very beautiful, very interesting when you give back to where you fed from. And that is why you see so many people joining alumni of their secondary school, primary school, university to give back to the school. And right now, NYSC has made you to be part of the family of Digital Onboarders CDS. And please, you're all welcome to give back through generation leaders back to the CDS. Thank you so much. Right, we have Taiwo on board. Taiwo, can I have Taiwo on board as we have also Precious on board and Christopher together? So I'll just do it like a panelist session. Right, have all of them on board. I ask them random questions, and we just get to hear their success stories. Yeah, we hear their success stories. I believe I have Christopher here. I have Taiwo here, and right. So I'm just going to give you 1 minute to just tell us your name and the state you're joining us from. Right. Let me start from Taiwo. Taiwo, over to you.
Good morning. I am Taiwo Kotius from Anambra State.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Taiwo from Anambra State. All right, let me have you, Precious.
Good morning. I'm Fortune Precious from Anambra State.
Awesome. I have two Anambra State guys. They are ready. If you see their faces, they are not smiling. Nice one. They are ready to give us success stories. All right, let me have Christopher. Christopher, what's your name and where you're joining us from? We can't hear you, sir. If you are speaking, we can't hear you.
From Abuja.
All right, Christopher from Abuja. All right, thank you so much. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to ask us one question. I just want us to just answer randomly. We start from Precious, Taiwo, and Christopher. Right. I know so many people entered Digital Onboarders CDS for different reasons. What was the reason that made you to be part of Digital Onboarders CDS? Fortune, let's have you.
The reason why I joined Digital Onboarders started from camp where I joined to where I actually wanted to serve, actually wanted to impact. So I was able to join the debate and participate where I also got added to MindtheGap. So I did that so I can mentor other people in the digital skills I had. When I joined my CDS, I also did that as a tutor in our in-house development. So that's my reason to serve, to impact others, and to also tutor them and mentor them on the skills I had so that they can also be able to impact
Beautiful.
their community with them. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. You joined Digital Onboarders CDS to impact and give back, right? I like that. I like that. Very straight and profound. All right, Taiwo CDS.
Hello. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I joined the Digital Onboarders CDS because I knew I would definitely learn something or have an opportunity of something from it. Hello. I said I joined the Digital Onboarders CDS because I knew I would definitely learn something, connect with people, and meet new people and have opportunities from the CDS. I knew definitely right from camp when it was introduced to us. Thank you.
He joined Digital Onboarders CDS because he knew he was going to learn something because of the approach from camp. This is one cogent point that so many of us have repeated over our engagement. Check everything we do to ensure that everyone is on track. I don't know if you can hear me, please, in the chat box. Can you just give me your feedback? Hear me? Let me just see some feedback from you from all we've been saying. All right, can you hear me now? Can you all hear me, please? All right, Fortune can hear me. All right, thank you. All right, Christopher. Thank you, Christopher. So over to you.
Yeah. Please confirm you can hear me. Please confirm you can hear me. All right.
Yeah,
Please confirm you can hear me. If you can hear me, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can hear you,
you. Over
Christopher.
to you.
All right.
Perspective of digital skill, that at least you should have create independently in the comfort of your home or outside or anywhere you find yourself. Joining this Digital Onboarders CDX, I've learned a lot from MindtheGap program. I was able to learn how to onboard businesses in my Google My Business. And secondly, as of November this year, we were able to do school sensitization and adoption in 2 different schools here in Nasarawa State. Firstly, Government Science School, Lafia, and Government Science School, State Polytechnic, Lafia here. And by the special grace of God, we were able to onboard 50 students. During that school sensitization and adoption, we taught them how to use the internet safely, such as when you are using the internet, you should learn how to turn on your VPN when you want to join public Wi-Fi. Secondly, we taught them how to update their softwares regularly, because when you are updating software regularly, some software come with security fix. We also taught them how to use a secure internet, not to fall a victim, both online and offline scams. We also taught them how to turn on privacy settings in their systems. So we achieved a lot during that school sensitization and adoption. And also joining the CDS group, I have developed myself a lot. I've developed a leadership skills. I've also developed how to work with team to achieve a specific goals. There's a lot to say, but due to time constraint, I'll just stop here for now. So thank you all for listening.
All right. Thank you so much, Christopher. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you, Mayowa. All right. Thank you so much. So the attendance has been dropped. And thank you, Fortune, for still staying. Christopher, thank you for still staying on board. We're still going to be going straight into that session we are having. But before we go further, I would want us to literally go straight into the X challenge. The X challenge. I want every state to represent themselves on X with the hashtag MyCDS, NYSC Nationwide, MindtheGap, Digital Onboarders CDS, and Digital Literacy, DL for all, CDS Impacts. Please, I want you to use all of these hashtags and write your own success stories, right? And once you're done with that, please come to the chat box and write done. That is what we want to do. Right now, we want to do a Twitter challenge, and we all are jumping on our phone. You say we are digital, right? We want to see the states that is actually digital right now. And we're doing it the same time because of the algorithm. This is 11:19. So if everyone from your state, we want to see the state that is going to trend more, right? So I thank you so much, Evans. You're already giving me the ginger. Yes, we can. I want to see if we are actually digital. Let's jump up on X and let us trend. Digital Onboarders CDS, MindtheGap, Digital Literacy, DL for all, CDS Compact, my CDS Compact Nation, my NYSC Nationwide, and my NYSC success story, my NYSC story. So once you've done that, please come to the chat box and write your state and write done. So we want to see states that are started doing that. While that is going on, we're going to be welcoming Abdul Shakar, the president of FCT, for his success story. While we are doing that, while he's going to be telling us his success story, we want to see the state that would really stand out from every other state, right? I can see that. Oh, Kano done. I like that. I like that. Let's ginger our states. Let's get that done, right? Abdushaka, over.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Abdul Rahman. I want to believe you can hear me. Okay. I'm Abdul Rahman. I'm the president for FCT. I took over as the president just a few months back, and over this short period, I've been exposed to a lot of things. I'm particularly having to think on the spot and solve problems immediately, working in a fast-paced environment. Particularly, I think I can add to my CV now that I have the ability to work in fast-paced environment, based off my experience so far. Also, based on my experience as the president, we've been able to launch programs, digital training programs for members of our CDS, as well as um, engage people on our platform and also carry along people for some major events across Abuja. And then now to a personal side for me, I joined the CDS during the debate competition. Although my platoon did not win, I decided to stay with the CDS and gain a lot from digital skills. And that is just a brief of what I've gained so far from the CDS. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Mayowa.
So Abdul Shaka, I think we are losing you, your network. We can hear you, you're going off and on.
Yes, apologies about that. Is it better now?
I think it's better now. So you could just go
Okay,
straight
so
to
do
the
I
point.
come again?
And yes, over to you.
Okay, I'll just take what I've said again, as the president of the CDS, first off, and then as a personal experience at the CDS. Start joining the CDS, I joined on camp, I participated in debates, although my platoon did not win. Notwithstanding, I learned a lot from that experience. One thing I learned from that experience is that it's not about the outcome of what you do, it's about how you react to what happens to you. And so, not winning the debate, I made up my mind I was going to make the best use of the CDS. I participated in all activities of the CDS. I volunteered to participate in the camp integration exercise for B2, and that's what led me up to this point that I became the president of this CDS. Being the president of this CDS has been a roller coaster. There are times when you're not so pleased with what is going on. You are challenged. People misbehave. Core members, do what they are supposed to do, and then you are blamed for it. But notwithstanding, overall, it has been a beautiful experience and challenging, and it's something I'll not forget in a hurry. Um, Also, as the president, I've also tried to give back to members of the CDS as well as give back to the community. Very recently, we went for a market outreach at the Utako market in Abuja, and that experience was a solid experience for members of the CDS as well as myself. It made me solve challenges on the spot, and it made me give back to the society, that is FCT. Another experience is having to manage biometrics exercise, and it's usually challenging because people are usually just concerned about what they want to do. They just want to do their biometrics and leave. They do not care that some people have been there before them. And one key learning for me for that is that um, rather than make people just bypass the process, I just try to ensure that the process is as seamless as possible so that people can come and do their CDS, do their biometrics and leave. Another learning for me from the CDS is that I've been exposed to very important events. I've attended two UN events, of which I'll probably not attend if I'm not a member of the CDS. Those event exposed me to networking with high-class professionals and so many other things. Also, more importantly, also exposed me to networking with my fellow peers and core members. It exposed me to parallel networking as well as networking up. And this is just a brief of my experience with the CDS so far. You can still hear me. Thank you for listening to me. I think I can hand over now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Abdul Shakar. Remember the day you were speaking in camp when you were doing your debate. You were looking so calm, and I was like, okay, let me see this guy, what he can say, what he can write. And you did awesome. And I'm proud of your journey because I'm part of your journey. Thank you so much for giving your service to the CDS and also opening your mind to learn every time you get involved in every space. All right, we have one more last person. But do you know the funny aspect? I'm not seeing the challenge. Oh. I'm not seeing the challenge. You guys are not repping everybody. You guys are not repping your state. I'm only seeing just 5 people, 3 to 4 people that have said they've done it on X, right? Please, admin, can you help us drop the hashtag? I want to see us. This is 11:26. Yes, please drop it in the chat box so everybody can actually use the hashtag and do the post on X, right? And all of us that have done our success stories here, I want us to also ginger our CDS members. You know, there's a popular saying that says there's strength in numbers, right? We want to believe, we want to see how many of us and how many of us are literally digital. If you're not on X and you're not on LinkedIn and you're a Digital Onboarders CDS member, you are wrong. So create one and let's also participate in this challenge. One thing you don't know is the internet would always trace you to everything impactful that you have done, be it positive or negative. And this is positive. Let people know what you've done. Let people know your success story. It is very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're done posting, if you're done posting on your social media platform, please come to the chat box and write done. Let's know where you're posting from and if we have ourselves doing the same thing. Don't forget the attendance has also been posted. Don't leave the call without filling your attendance form. All right, so let's have Precious. Precious is going to be our last speaker for the day to give us his success story. The stage is yours. Oh, yeah. Precious, the stage is yours. Let's have you. What's your success story? Precious, if you're not ready, let us know. Is Precious here with us? All right. The attendance link will be posted again. It has been posted before now, but it will be posted again. So while we are doing that, please, can you help us put in the chat box your own success stories, right? You could just put a 1 line, 2 line, and use the necessary hashtag so you could easily copy it and use on your X account or Twitter, maybe, or your LinkedIn account, right? Thank you so much. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, I must say this is one of the most all right. I must say this is one of the most impactful national CDS meetings we have ever had. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has made it here. Admin, please, can we bring up Hope Damilola Yakubu from Taraba? If she's available, let's bring her up. Hope Damilola. All right. So can you share us very briefly your success story in while you were in the CDS and why you're still functioning as a CDS member of Digital Onboarders CDS in Taraba. Is Hope that Milola Yakubu with us? Okay, seems she's not ready. All right, thank you so much once again, everybody, for your time. Thank you for making our time to be here. We say big thank you on behalf of MindtheGap, Digital Onboarders CDS, on behalf of Digital Literacy Team, onboarding team, GMB team, DL for all CDS, my CDS, personal CDS project, the Good to Go team. On behalf of everyone, we want to say thank you for an amazing year. Digital Onboarders remain the best CDS you can ever and you would ever be part of. I thank you so much for bringing out and making out your time to be here and also making the impact that it is not just about you, but also impacting in your community. These are things of this journey. Thank you for being part of this journey. It is one that we want to say that without you, there will be no Digital Onboarders CDS. Without you, there will be no MindtheGap. You are the reason why we are here. We say thank you for making us being here. Thank you for joining hands together with us to make this impact in the nation at large. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have come to the end and the climax of today's National CDS meeting. I want to say thank you once again to all of the National CDS president, all of the National ESCOs, all of the schedule officers, all of the community managers, all of the MindtheGap licensing officers, and to you, especially listening to my voice. I want to say a big thank you to you for finding out time, for taking your life serious, for also making up your mind to be better than what you started your NYSC year with. That you must be better than who you are. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. 2025 is at the corner, it's just at the door. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together and make more impact. Stay within the network. Don't be left aside. Don't be outside. Don't operate alone. Thank you so much. My name is Odetayo David Mayowa, National CDS Coordinator, MindtheGap, and also Digital Onboarders CDS. I remain my humble self, and also a big thank you to Mr. Tayo Oloshinde. Thank you for this vision. It's one that has impacted in lives all over the world and also the continent, and we are also part of it. We say thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bukumi, and all the team back end to making these events and national CDS meetings every month, every day, going back to back. We want to say thank you for all of your sacrifices. We are saying a big thank you to you. To all of us, one family, we say God bless you and see you in 2025. But this is the time for you to also write down your plans. Start thinking of what you can do for your community. Start thinking on a new approach, new strategies at which you're going to use to elevate the CDS from where it is to where it ought to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we are signing out here from all the team from MindtheGap. We say thank you and God bless you. See you in 2025, the second week of January, as we come here again for the National CDS meeting. God bless you and thank you.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.